guys, so I have something new for you today. I have been trying a lot of different new exercises. I follow so many different people, and I've been doing this forever, and I'm always constantly trying to try things differently, make things a little bit more challenging. That's the reason why I have the band on right here. Here's the thing. When you do front foot elevated, you are working more on the quad. So it's basically like you're doing a reverse lunge, a reverse track lunge, as I call them. But when you lean forward into it, you actually do it, you incorporate more hamstrings and glutes. You could do this on the floor or you could do this on the ground. So what I did was the first couple rounds, and I did warm up with hamstring curl, I think 3 sets of 15 leg extensions and hamstring curls just to warm up. And then I did warm up with some air squats, and then I went right to this. I did start with a 25-pound dumbbell, and then I think I went 40, 50, and 60. And I think once I got to 50, I took the band off. And it really does help if you don't have to hold on to it like you're cheating, but you're just holding on to it to get that balance so you can really focus on what you need to focus on. And if you really think about the glute as you're coming down and pressing up, you could do this exact same exercise on your glute and hamstring focus day, leaning forward, and then the same exact thing on your quad day with your upper body up. So super, super challenging. I think I started out with like 10 on each leg, even though I could do more. I just didn't want to burn out. And then went heavier. That last set really kind of killed me. Oh no, this is the last set. So this is with the 60. And I think I did 6 to 8 reps, if I recall correctly here. Oh no, maybe that was 5. I don't know. I can't count. But you take a couple seconds in between and then go to the other side. They do say you want to give your central nervous system a little bit of a break. So just like you would take a break in between sets, you want to take a break in between sides. I personally like just going right to the other side. I don't really think that I need the break. Absolutely awesome. I mean, you want to really close your eyes if you need to. It's not like you have to worry about anything, especially when you're holding on to that Smith machine or the bar. So I did the last one. I didn't do all of them. I did the last one, or the last 2, with a superset. So I did like a diagonal kickback over here with the band, and this is the large, extra large band. And I just did 10 on one side and then 10 on the other. And then there's another exercise. So I was watching, and I'm a big fan of Mountain Dog, or John Meadows. I've been following him for years. There was an exercise that he did, like a tutorial on a barbell bridge, which I've done before as well on this channel. And there was an exercise that he did that I'm going to do next. The angle is really not that great on it. But I'm going to explain. It just works. Your glute has 3 different areas to it, like even a fourth. And basically what I'm doing is with my right hand, I'm holding on to the band, and I'm on all fours. And then the band, it's pulled. It's not like it's the long one, but it's tight enough. You'll see when I switch hands. And I'm going out a little bit on a diagonal. So I'm doing basically the old school fire hydrant move, but I'm doing it with resistance. So you could do that with a dumbbell in between your calf and your hamstring. You'll see here how I get set up for it, and then see how I have it kind of like pulled. And then I'm going out to the side here. On this particular exercise, I'm just working 3 different areas of my glute. There's the gluteus max, gluteus min, gluteus medius, and then there's these little intricate muscles. So I did 10 of this on each side as well. And then I went back, and I think I ended up doing 2 sets with the 60. And then I went over to Bulgarians. Usually Bulgarians murder my lower back, and it depends on how high the bench is. You don't want it too low because you want to be able to rest your foot. And with this, at first I didn't superset anything, but what took the focus away from my lower back is holding on again. And I did not shortchange myself. It did not take any focus away. I'm also slightly leaning forward. Could be quads, glutes, hamstrings also. A little bit more quads. And then what I did was I had my deadlift band. So if you remember a while back, I did a video with they're called dead bands from the X Band company, which is, you'll see in the comment section, I'm a sponsored athlete for them. So all the long band and even these little short ones and the gray one that was around my thighs, that's all the X Band company. So you could use my code and get 10% off and free shipping. And then basically what I did was I just used the dead bands instead, and I'm doing a single leg deadlift. And I did this. I supersetted this on all rounds. I'm kind of holding on. I just wanted to keep that isometric glute on the leg that's up, kind of like a seesaw. And then I'm slowly going down until I feel it in the back of my legs, keeping my back flat, keeping my abs nice and tight. You want to make sure that you keep your abs tight on this one. Abs and glutes fired will take the pressure away from the lower back. Excuse me. So now I'm just in between sets, and of course I'm taking a sip of my Blackstone Labs, my intra workout, my BCAs, and then that is a 75-pound dumbbell. And I will be honest with you, you might have seen a video that I've done with my friend, and he was my powerlifting coach, and he also was my posing coach, and he actually trained me on a couple leg workouts for the last show that I just did. I saw in his story that he was going crazy with the Bulgarian squats, and it totally fired me up to do them. He was not holding on, I'm holding on, but he did like a super heavy weight, and I was super motivated, not to like try to beat anybody, I'm just trying to see what I'm capable of. So on this next round, or on this exercise here, I'm doing a 75. And then, and I think I only got like 5 or 6. I think I told myself that I did 8 on the first one, I believe. I can't remember. This video is actually, I did this workout last week. I'm sorry it's taken me so long to edit it. I posted a few clips of it on my Instagram. So I think I did 6 or 7 or maybe even 8 on this one too. And then again, I supersetted it with the dead band, pulled it a little bit tighter, just showing you a little different angle here. Keep that leg straight. Slight, you don't want to hyperextend the knee when you're doing stiff-legged deadlifts. Yes, it's called a stiff-legged deadlift because the leg is straight. You're not doing a deadlift where you're bending the knees. And then that is an 85. And I will tell you this, I definitely plan on going up heavier. Again, I'm kind of actually pushing instead of holding onto the Smith machine. And I don't remember what I got here. I think that was just 5. Oh, it looks like I put this double whammy. Oops, sorry guys. So you get to watch me do the same side twice in a row. Sorry about that. And then I'm going to switch over to the other side in a couple seconds. And not too much. I didn't take too much of a break in. Oh, and then you could also see in the back, what I did was I just made it a little bit higher. So I really wanted to be able to rest my foot on, and the bench was a little bit low. So I have plates, which are going to be a little hard on your ankle. So I put the actual roller that goes on the barbell. So I got 2 35-pound plates and then a roller, and I'm resting my foot on that. Game changer. So that's that. And then I did also superset that with, again, the same thing, the stiff deadlifts. But you could see that was killer. Then I went over to the hack squat. You can't see from this angle, but it's a super wide foot position. The hack squat at this particular gym has a very wide platform. So it has me in like almost plie, not really quite plie. And this one, I went up every time. So there's 3 plates on each side, I think. I tried to stick to 10 reps. I went up each time and I stayed at 10 reps. And then that's a 55-pound dumbbell that I have on the floor that I'm going to superset with almost the same foot position. So goblet squats. So this is a big sumo. That was a sumo. And then this one a little bit closer together. Now, everybody's goblet squat is different. So you want to find your foot position by getting down on the ground first and seeing where your feet land. I'm not going to turn around in the video, but if I was to, you would see that my feet are like super, like awkward, weird looking. But that is my hip range of motion and my hip flexibility. And I stuck to 10. I tried to go fast, get blood flow. This works your glutes, your adductors, and it's, I mean, serious quad. You're getting full range of motion coming up from this low position. I mean, granted, taking a couple breaks here, but that's it. And that was the whole workout. I did go upstairs and do seated hamstring curl to finish up with a 2-second squeeze. And then I think I did the booty one.